Podconian here. How's everyone doing today? Well, this is going to be different than I normally do on my YouTube channel. This is, that's my setup. I used to have a green screen behind there and everything. I got it over on that side of the wall where I stand now, because I used to do all my videos up against this wall. Take this desk, move it over there. This is what you see on the overlay, the title, Podconian's Guild Chat. It's a laid-back, weekly, this is going to be every week, weekly series. It's to provide content. Today is March the 1st, and well, the expansion that we are in is Warlords of Draenor. More laid back. This is spur of the moment. This is not going to be scripted. I don't want to do what other podcasts. This is going to be like a podcast-like type thing. Plus, I have to get my headphones and pretend I'm podcast here. Yeah, my hair's all messed up, so I got to have my hat on. Yo. Anyways, nice set of headphones too. These are I don't know what they are. No script. Just an idea of what the episode will be about. This one is going to be about where the channel is going on YouTube, what this series is going to be, and everything. You know, you got your podcast out there. They cover all the news. They cover what's on MMO Champion, Wowhead, and all that good stuff. But you ever get stuck on a quest in a game, go to Thoughtbot? Yeah, I played in Canada where Thoughtbot was the thing. Or you go to Wowhead. The first thing you do, you keep scrolling. Of course, all the information on that particular site's there. You keep scrolling, keep scrolling. The first thing you do is you go to the comments. The comments is what helps you figure out the quest because you're stuck. Everyone tells you, read the quest log that you're on. 98% of that information's in that quest log is fail. It sucks. It don't work. So you go to the comments. Well, why couldn't it say that? So sometimes they tell you ignore the bubble circle, like the DK starting area. When you're in the eye and you got to float, you don't know where to go. This is your first time. You have no clue where you're going. Well, hit the map. Okay, it tells you to go up here. That's where you came from. There's 4 places down here that you have to go to that is not marked. So you hit the comments. So Podconian's Guild Chat is more about the voice of the community. Like, you know, you got some people that post something great in a Facebook group. You can hardly see my face. I got the camera angled down. You got these Facebook groups. You have the forums. And sometimes you get this one person who just posts something good that strictly engages the community. And it causes a whole bunch of people to chime in, to either agree or disagree, but it's entertaining. It's a part of what the people are talking about, or whatever the person is bringing up. It's getting the community up there. It could be 20 people. That's big enough. So Podconian's Guild Chat is about those people. The people who make a great post in the forums. They leave a great comment that just, wow, that would be great to talk about. Like the next episode that I'm going to be talking about is, can Legion save World of Warcraft? That's another series because I've been thinking about it for the past several weeks. And the reason I waited till March the 1st to bring this out, because I've been thinking about this at BlizzCon actually, on the way there. So I wanted to have a date that I can always come back to and remember. And during this whole time, I'm brainstorming ideas. What can I do to make it better? Watch other podcasts out there and see how they strictly engage the community. What are they talking about? Every podcast is covering MMO Champion or Wowhead. Nothing wrong with that. But you come across this other information that are strictly rumors, like, oh my god, everyone's getting free expansions to the movie's release. source, please? Because I recall it came from a third-party website that I think someone created a what-if scenario out of it, and everybody ran with it. Got the community all engaging on it. I'm going to the movie. No expansion is going to be given out. Deal with it. And that's not a good way to actually market the movie, because some people don't care about video games, but they love seeing medieval type movies or fantasy lore type movies, and Warcraft will give them what they want. Or some people love the Lord of the Rings style. It's going to feed to that genre of people. Not an expansion. What's a game going to do? It's not going to do anything. If I never played World of Warcraft, and yes, I would have been a person who would have seen Warcraft, because I love movies that are made from video games, and I love the Lord of the Rings type style, and so Warcraft would have had me. But if you gave me an expansion with it, why are you giving this to me? I want to see the movie. I don't care about the game, because they're both different. I don't care what books you give me. I don't care what anything is out there, because the movie, then you got books, and you got the game, the pyramid. All three are different. No matter how you want to see it, all three of them are different. So, but it was something that was brought up by a player in the World of Warcraft community. So, I want to bring that to the show. And sometimes I come across a question that someone asked. I think it'd be good for however long the video is going to be. I want it to be like a podcast. The idea came from, or doing one of these, I'm sorry, there's no script, I'm just spitballing here. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to be talking about it. Staying on the subject about what Bodconian Guild Chat is all about. Flying to BlizzCon, I had a lot of time to think, and I loved how the crew of pwncast created their series. And I'm like, I like what they're talking about. I like what they're saying. It's strictly engaging the community. You make people feel like they're a part of it. So, and then you think about, okay, what can I do to enhance what they're doing and enhance what the other community out there, other podcasters are doing. What are they doing? And try to grab a little bit of something from something. Everyone's inspired to do things. What is it that's making them what they are? And you get these ideas from other people, and you think you could do it. I'm not saying that I'm better than them, because I'm me, myself, and I. There's no 2, 3, 4 people. Although I would love to be a part of the podcast. The only question is, will the podcast allow me to be with them? Because the way I talk, I have grammar issues. I don't know if I should bring that up now. Well, let me bring it up. When people put applications online for a guild officer to raid with the guild, or whatever to do in the guild, and what really fails is that you have these Facebook groups where everyone's talking about a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of guildies are on, and you comment, and you leave responses, and you leave posts, and what have you. People take what you say out to left field. They change everything around, and you don't describe yourself in detail, or you describe too much. In my case, it's both. Sometimes I describe too much when I should describe little, and if I describe little, I confused everybody. Everyone doesn't know what the heck is Bod saying. So it's one of my disabilities or handicap. One of my mental health issues that I have in my brain. Something I'll cover down the road when that time is right. So, Bodconian. Well, let's just get from the start. Why Guild Chat? Guild Chat is an idea that I came with. Again, I'm flying to BlizzCon. I wanted to do something different on my YouTube channel, to bring content every week. I decided that I should have like an overlay And on the overlay, you have today's date of the recording and the date of the upload. Which means I'm going to edit on that day, I'm going to put everything together, test and experiment, and then that way you'll know, okay, so the date was recorded here, this is the upload date. So at the bottom there'll be breaking news. So if anything comes up during the week while I'm done after recording this, I can put it in what I call the ticker. The idea of that was CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, they see that ticker at the bottom. I like that. I think it's really cool. So I had to record a sound effect so I can have like breaking news, change the audio a bit, make it really sound really cool. You know, so I did that. So I get to play around with it. And if any of you guys decide you want to do something like that, Audio City on Google is a free download and you can alter the way you talk. Which I'm jumping ahead because it's all about what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. So Pwncast Guild Chat is like you log into World of Warcraft and you have your guild. The guild is commenting, the guild is talking, everyone's having a conversation, and everyone's just talking about whatever. So, and sometimes guildies bring up good subjects that you really want to talk about. So, I remember a whole bunch of conversations. I can't now because I'm recording. But during the day, you know, or in the evening hours, you're out doing your farming and you're like, ooh, I like that. So, and once guildie brought up a conversation, this was on the Horde side, I think it was on Thorian Brotherhood. I'm in so many guilds, I don't know. Well, someone brought up, can Legion save WoW? And that question bothered me for weeks, to the point to where I actually have things I want to say. I could share Warlords of Draenor, and you can really talk about Mists of Pandaria and Cataclysm. I came in at Cataclysm, so I can really bring a conversation about it. So that's why I said it's going to be an episode. Sometimes guildies do bring up good things that you just want to talk. But a lot of podcasters, they see these particular subjects and they're like, oh man, that's pretty good. But they can't cover it because their vision, their goal, their direction is about current news. If it's not from MMO, if it's not Wowhead, if there's no source, if Blizzard Entertainment is not talking about it, then we're not talking about it. But a player in World of Warcraft is talking about it. And I'm going to talk about it. So that's the whole vision of Guild Chat is all about. It's the community, because I feel that's the only way I can let the viewer feel like they're a part of something, because it's their voice. Not Blizzard Entertainment, not MMO Champion, not Wildhead, not the pwncast, not all the other podcasters out there. I say pwncast because I love those people. I am not connecting this with them. That's their thing. This is my thing. Although it would be cool to actually work with them. I mean, oh my God, they're awesome. They're down to earth. They don't act like normal podcasters. Now I'm thirsty for water. So, excuse me, I gotta drink water, because if I talk a lot, words can't come out. I can't talk. Everything just starts to shut down and everything. Water is like gives my mouth energy, gives my brain some food to continue with the conversation without pausing. So if there is a silent, awkward thing, you can tell there will be some editing happening. That's because it's my disability. Just got to learn how to work with it. And I'll cover that about why my brain functions the way it does. Because some people have that issue, and that was a good topic that was in the forums, and I do want to cover it, but this is not the episode for it. So that's what I'm saying, that there's people out there that I feel like they're being ignored, and that's going to get me into the next episode, and I don't want to do that. So look for that. That'll be every Monday. I'm uploading these videos. the day before the patch. I actually thought about doing it on a Tuesday, but you guys are going to be playing World of Warcraft, the new patches released, the new updates, everything resets. You're going to log into World of Warcraft, you're not going to watch the video. So if I put it up on Monday, it's the end of the week, you can't wait for tomorrow, so Mondays are perfect days. And today is Tuesday, March the 1st, and this video that you're seeing will be uploaded on Monday. So anything that happens will be down at the bottom. And I do know the other day that they were talking about epic battle stones for pets and the mount from Mr. Pandera, which I don't have. It's the water strider, you run on water. I'm a DK. I can run on water all day long, no matter what expansion. So they decided to nerf that and whatnot, and so I'll probably have that posted down below there. Probably telling what servers I play on, what guilds I'm in. I'm in too many guilds, I'm on too many servers. I should put a still image up on the side of how many servers that I'm on. Actual in-game, when I log into World of Warcraft and I select a server, it takes me like 40 minutes to do my garrison. It's crazy. I've got too many of them. And I'm about to make more. So, as I was going to BlizzCon, I was thinking about what I could do to the episode, or to the YouTube channel, that will cause me to bring content, not wait every 8 months. Normally, the normal reaction would be, okay, I posted up those BlizzCon videos. You all saw that. There was a Moonguard bug where my character was dancing. His arms was off to the side. He couldn't move his arms. The next upload after that would actually be probably October. So there would be a time of months in advance, or weeks, days, months of no content to bring to the channel. And I decided when I was at BlizzCon that I really need to focus on my YouTube channel. I got 100, and the last time I looked, I had 130 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And to the people that did subscribe, you want content. So I want to provide a different, it's like laid back, like a guild. You're laid back, you're logged in, you're doing your thing, you're farming, you're getting ready to raid, PvP, whatever it is that you do that's comfortable to you, that's stress release to escape from real life. And I want to bring that to the channel. And that's what Guild Chat's all about. It's laid back, let's all talk. Hey, the community was talking about this particular subject. What do you guys think about it? Here's my opinion about that particular subject. Granted, Blizzard Entertainment, they came up with some great topics, stuff to talk about, the patch release and the patch notes. But there's podcasters that's already doing that. And my competition, well, it's not competition, but you could call it that. My videos, in comparison to them, if I brought up the same news that pwncast brings up, they got 1,050 plus subscribers. I have 130 subscribers. They get more views, they get like 250 views on their video. I'll get maybe 10 to 20-ish around there, give or take some things, on this video. You're going to go to them before you come to me. You guys might be watching your podcast that you're a fan of, that you never heard of pwncast. You love that podcast over there, so you're going to watch them. That gathers, 2,000 views per video, per show. You're not going to come to me because I'm going to repeat what they're saying. I'm going to repeat what pwncast is saying. The only thing that's going to make it different is I'm by myself, the way I talk, the way I bring it, the way I present it. I cannot be in the same boat with both these guys on the left and the right. So instead of trying to do what they're doing, I'm just going to talk about what the community is talking about. Whatever their subject is, what Bell is talking about on pwncast, someone's going to leave a comment at the bottom. That's going to be the topic. Let's talk about what this person is saying based on what's being said on that channel. Just an idea to let the person know that, hey, there's someone actually being a voice for what I'm saying. I don't have a video in front of me. I don't have a screen. I'm not someone big. I'm not Swifty, Bashura, Trade Chat, or Elvine. I am a player in World of Warcraft. I'm a nobody. I just log in. I'm an average. I'm casual. I'm hardcore raider, elitist. I play the game. I'm ignored. I feel like no one's going to listen to a word I say. So why do I waste my time leaving a comment on the forums, on someone's video? No one's going to talk about it. Guild chat. That's what it's going to be about. But, go on, guild chat. Thought about this at BlizzCon 2015. I do apologize for the weird sound effects that will go outside my door. Spring break is about to happen where I live, so that's all month long. So, BlizzCon 2015 was not supposed to happen because you got trolls out there. 2013, 2014, 2015, and now 2016 is not going to happen based on people who know people. I should put a mini-me like that. It will happen. It's just when Blizzard releases the date, whatever they got going behind the scenes for Blizzard Entertainment, all that. They don't have to make a big, huge announcement of a game. Everyone says they do. No, they don't. The big announcement could be the next patch. Boom. That could be an announcement. That would be awesome. Have a cool, epic cinematic for the next patch that drops. Patch 7.1. Why not? I don't see why they can't. Make patch 7.1 the major announcement. When's the next patch going to be? Because everyone talks about the next patch. There's your announcement. And all that other good stuff. So, BlizzCon happened. Thinking about what I could do. Watching other people, how they're interacting with each other. And things that goes on behind the scenes. And I'm like, I really need to do something on my YouTube channel. And a lot of you know that I was doing the Bodconian's Insanity. I log into my characters, pretend I'm doing a machinima. I got a macro for the period button, \S, and then the thing that's being said is the period, so that my character can do a talking animation. So I change my camera, zoom in on it, a good thing like there's two people there. That's getting a lot of work, and I've learned how to do a multi-boxing thing, but for role-playing. So the best test was Moonguard. So I created, I got 3 accounts going. 3 accounts. One is Vashon with Black Star. The second account has Black Star again, but with Shadow Star. And on my main account, it's just Black Star. So I can have all 3 characters intermingle with each other. And I did a lot of testing. I just started to learn how to do the follow thing. And I'm walking through the Cathedral District at Stormwind and did some testing. Can I make it look like there's 3 characters involved in an RP event? And I actually have people believe that there's 3 people playing the game when it's just me. So as you can see, these monitors are for each computer that I have behind me. And so even though these 2 computers are very terrible, they don't even meet the minimum requirements for World of Warcraft. This one here does. It's an HP. Go figure. And that one will be the main thing. But these 2, you can have them on follow. You can have right here recording and have these 2 do the animation, so I can have it make it look like that my main character is interacting with 2 people. The Bodconian's Insanity will come back because I've been doing a lot of testing for it. I'm actually going to make it like a 5, or right now I'm planning on doing a 4 because I got 4 accounts 4 active accounts. I got my main and 3 backups. So I'm going to get ready to actually test on this one to see if I can have 2 or 3 accounts going. So I can make the one character stand over on this side and make everything look like there's other people involved to make it a good recording. So all I can do is just hit boom, boom, boom on 3 keyboards, and you see all the animations going at the same time on one shot. Before, I would actually have to put the camera on all 3 and edit. I could just do it on one swing. Have 4 characters standing in one shot and have them all animate like it's one particular video. So I've been doing a lot of testing, so get prepared for Bodquinian's Insanity to come back. Because the last time I left off, Bodquinian soloed the Lich King. I have to rewatch those videos to see where I'm at in the story. I think he has to set himself free from being a slave, which was the Lich King. Then he has to go to the heart, the mind, the soul, the whole shindig. And we'll get into the story. But I like to do it what's called unlocking chapters, like how I used to do it in Dungeons & Dragons, which is a segue into who is Bodquinian. Before I get into that particular part, I like to unlock chapters, like how I used to roleplay in Dungeons & Dragons. And right now I'm trying to get certain people, and the server is going to be Moonguard. That's where all my roleplaying is going to happen, because I go out into the worlds, the zones, the hinterlands, I wish I can log into the computer to find out about these zones, because I can't remember everything off the top of my head when I just got off work. Yes, I just got off work and I'm recording this. You know, I call them dead zones. No one's out there at level 100. But on Moonguard, they are. And they're doing military role-playing. They're doing lore role-playing. Chillwind Camp at the Plaguelands. I don't know, east or west Plaguelands. It's right there by the flight path. Just have to go to the right of it. Uther's Tomb. Right there is where several guilds do promotions for rank in the guild. And I'm like, I sat there for an hour and a half and I'm watching this. I'm like, geez, this is so amazing. You got like 25 people playing the game World of Warcraft, and this is progression for them. Fenris Island. There's this little island here. You got this little castle. This place is so active. It's just right south of Silver Pine Forest, where the Undercity is. You got this little island there. It's probably Silver Pine Forest, the island. I don't know. Again, I just got off work. My brain goes on shutdown. And at this little castle, and these guilds, they role play an event inside there. There was a trial on, forgot the name of the guild. Once I log in World of Warcraft, I'll know the name. I think the guy was going to quit World of Warcraft, and he made an RP event where he was put in prison, and that's where his character is at, is in prison. And some people want to delete their characters. They don't want to play it no more, and so they do an RP event that takes a couple weeks to bring out, or a couple days, or a couple hours. They kill off the character. They have like 40 people doing a funeral for that particular character that's dead. Or when they're doing a name change, they kill off that particular character and write up a new story to their new name change character. So I've learned this on Moonguard, and it's really amazing what they're doing. I know what you guys are saying, that's Goldshire. You know what? You're stuck in one area. Get out of it. There's a lot to the community, there's a lot that goes on a server, not just one area. There's so many zones, it's unreal. But north of Goldshire, you have Northshire. I think it's like the first or third Saturday of each month, the Silverhand chapter, led by Stromheart, they go inside the human starting area, that cathedral building, and they have like 8 to 10 guilds. There's close to 100 players. That's all in one area, discussing politics of Stormwind amongst each other. It's great story. I mean, because you can read in the chat what's being said. I've taken general chat, moved it to the right. I open tab windows. I don't know if you guys do that. I separate guild chat, put that in another window. General chat, trade chat, I put them in a different window. So all I see is what's being said. All the emotes, how people are interacting with each other's characters. And I've learned how to do emotes, \E. Then you could type whatever you want. And that's what your character is being stated to be doing, that other people can see what's going on. Because they go based on what's being said. So that can help with Bodconian's insanity. And what I'm about to do is do the lore, once I unlock that particular chapter, about who Bodconian is, because Bodconian, Shadowstar, Blackstar, this ensemble of people, they're not from Azeroth, they're from another world. And I created that other world in Dungeons & Dragons back in 1993. And I created a whole... My friends were playing Dungeons & Dragons, and I was captivated by the story, and I wanted to get involved. So Dion told me to come up with a name for a character. Melanie told me to come up with a backstory for your character. And I'm into Hollywood, I'm into movies, I wish I could make movies and whatnot when I was younger. And I'm like, well, if I have to create a backstory for my main guy, which is Bodconian, then I need to create characters and have a story for them. So I got this huge, vast backstory with all these characters and their personalities and how they interact with people, how they act towards one another, and how they act to other people. And when I log into those characters, I live that particular character. I love it. So Bodconian is actually not my main, Shadowstar is. Bodconian is a sidecast character. But in Bodconian's Insanity, he becomes the main story. Even though if I go back into his past, into his lore, he is, but he isn't. So Shadowstar became the one who steps into a role. I don't want to give any of the spoilers out for him, because I'm going to get back into doing that. So Bodconian was a character that I created in Dungeons & Dragons back in '93, and I brought him to life in that particular game. It was actually fun to play. So Bodconian was created back in the Dungeons & Dragons time, 1993. Sorry to repeat myself. It's the disability thing, because I'll forget what I just said. I can't think of anything else. Wow. So that's what Bodconian Guild Chat's going to be all about. It's going to be the relaxed type thing. It's going to be like a podcast. Like I said, I can put my headphones on, and the brand Sennheiser. I don't know if you can be able to see it. I'll probably put it in the overlay below. It's really good, and got that for Christmas. Awesome headphones. I mean, the sound is just great. Got the volume on the side, so you can turn it up, you can turn it down. The microphone, when you bring it down, I might as well just talk about it. It's good. It's a good set of headphones, and I don't want to. There we go. The volume will be on this side. It turns it up, it turns it down. Real easy to do. And this here, I guess this changes the volume of the microphone depending on how high up you go, but when you go all the way up, it turns it off. It's red on the inside, and no, it doesn't light up. I'm not a fan of the light up. And the reason I like this set of headphones is because whenever you put headphones on, your ears start to hurt. Especially my right ear, it just starts to hurt. And if I use those little headphones to stick into my ears, the inside, if I touch it, oh, painful. So that's what I use to hear music, sound. I use headphones to hear sound. Yeah. Oh, also what I like to try to bring to this channel is like interviews with people in the community, talk with them, do like a Skype show with them. Once I figure out how to get Skype to work on a Windows 10 computer, which is, sorry, but I like 7 better than I do 8 or 10. 8 is pathetic. This computer here is Windows 8. This one here is 7, and this one works better than this one. This one's alright, but I wish I could do it on this one. But this is a beast when it comes to playing World of Warcraft. It's strictly for gaming. I sometimes get on my Twitter, my Facebook, email, check my bank account on there, and I'll go to Twitch to watch some streams. But yeah, I'm just inspired. I'm just trying to think out of my head. I'm inspired by the members of pwncast. I'll put a link to their YouTube channel in the description below. They're starting to do live shows now on Twitch. You can catch that in the link that'll take you to their YouTube channel. Because I want to be focusing on YouTube here. That's the direction I want to go. That's the drive I want to do. Is produce videos for something. It's not Thunder Beach, but you couldn't tell with that. To bring something to the channel and other videos that I'm going to do. I notice a lot of people are liking how to play a Frost DK. The idea for that one was just to help 5 people on Argent Dawn's server. And it's the information on there, believe it or not, still applies. That's why I haven't done any updates. But come Legion, there's some changes that's going to be done for the Frost DKs. So there will be a how to play a Frost DK Legion edition once Legion is out and I get to level 110 and I figure out the basics. That's all I need, is just the basics, because that's what all people want. They don't care about the details. I mean, if you read the comments down below on that particular video, some people were actually given some expertise beyond the basics. I'm going to be focusing on the basics because you just boosted to level 100. In this case, later in Legion, it's going to be level 110 probably. And you have a Frost DK, you have no idea, you're overwhelmed. Yeah, sure, they let you play with it to earn your abilities. It don't work. So you follow the basics, people are commenting, it still helps a lot of people. And I could not believe that's the most popular video that I have on my channel. And that's big, and I like that. So there will be more how-tos, and I'm going to label the series as How to Warcraft. Now the Frost Death Knight one is going to be strictly for Frost Death Knights because a lot of people like it. It'll be an update that will have the Legion that's going to happen out of it. I'll probably be on my Blood Elf because I'm going to try to raid with Neverender on Thorium Brotherhood for the Horde in that guild and run with the East Coast Raiders because the Guildmaster, Ash, she's doing East Coast raiding, West Coast raiding, and she's doing server first raiding. So we got like 3 teams going. I believe the best teams out of the East and the West are going to come together and do server first type stuff. So I'll probably do a video on my Horde tomb, not on my Lion's tomb, which is something that's new. Everyone's deciding what to do with their mains. Mine is pretty simple. Death Knight. All other classes will come after. I don't care. It's not hard to figure out. Death Knight. Everyone wants to go with the wind. I don't do that. I go strictly with Death Knight. That's my main tomb. That's my main class. Well, I play a Demon Hunter. Yes, because in my role-playing story that I have with Baconian's Insanity, I have to have a Demon Hunter. and already got the name reserved for him. So I get prepared to write his story into the Bodkonian's Insanity story, and that's on Moonguard. So that will, I'm going to try to kick up the server. The server is awesome, especially during the Tournament of the Ages. Oh my God, I cannot believe how many guilds it's out there. There's like close to 300 to 400 guilds. They all have these booths where they're giving away art pieces, they're giving away wild time, they're giving away mounts, they're giving away pets. You do a couple little quest type thing, you turn in the vendor gray items to the person, they give you wild time. It's a server thing, and I love that. I can't call Moonguard a server because it doesn't do it justice. I call it a community because it strictly engages everybody. Who you interact with will affect a couple other guilds and their story. It's amazing. I thought I was doing someone a favor by helping them with an RP event, and it turned out to be a major part of a story. And all I did was I was at the Cathedral District, standing at the steps, going in the church, and I had a hunter, a female hunter, walks up to me and tells me, I will give you 5 gold if you tell Zamir to meet her at the inn in the old town. Okay, so I did that. That trickled into a major plot of events down the road that was, I'm like, oh my God, this, I was entertained for, and that was a good 3 months of entertainment. Of role-playing progression that taught me how to role-play, that taught me how to interact with people. Because it's not just simply just run, walk, type, boom. No, there's a whole chain of events. And I learned how to do that. And it's the role-playing community. And I'm not talking the erotic role-play. Okay, you guys, just get your head out your butts. For once in your life, grow up and act mature at your age. Of course, if you're a teenager, I understand. But there's community here, and I like it. So I got my Demon Hunter sitting there, waiting to start hell on that server, based on my story. There's something that's on the side, not interrupting with other guilds and their progression, based on role playing. Everyone's got the way they play the game, and everyone has fun doing what they do. And the role playing community, they're no different than anybody else. You can't tell unless you're there and you role play. When you meet them in real life at BlizzCon, you don't know. Everyone looks the same, and everyone talks the same. Everyone just is there for Blizzard entertainment, to play games, and we all have fun. And you could be sitting right next to someone who does Moonguard. Can't judge. Don't judge a book by its cover, because there's some stories in there to be told. And I love those stories. So, Demon Hunters, I will have a Demon Hunter. I love the way they played. I tested them out at BlizzCon. I was there with my sister, and she got to play with it. She loved it. Oh my God, the Demon Hunters, she enjoyed it. And so did I. I already know how to play the Demon Hunter class. I was just sitting there, just playing around with it. The only thing I don't know how to do is figure out what best stats are for that particular class, for the tanking and the DPS. And I'm glad there's only 2 specs. Let's stop with 3 specs. You know, it's, like a rogue, you got 3 specs. Well, if they're 3 specs, just make it 1 spec. I know a lot of people are going to hate it, but you know what? What can you do differently with the other rogue? Sure, they got something going that's different, but all in all, it's a rogue. All 3 is the same, and it's like Unholy and Frost. They're really different. You can tell, but they're DPS. Why don't you combine Unholy and Frost DK in 1? And let us choose our rotation. Boom, 2 specs. A DK should only have is 2 specs. Tanking and DPS. They do. Okay, eliminate Frost and Unholy, make it a 1 DPS spec. That they don't. See my point? That's my argument. So I really wish they would do something like that. That way you can choose to be a Frost Death Knight that throws diseases, or a Frost Death Knight that does the chills. I choose the chill route. That's the route that I go beyond the basic. So, because the diseases lowers my DPS, even though at the end the Frost and the Unholy, they match up, but it's getting there. So that's why you got these raiders that look at their recount. Oh my God, Bod, you only did 25k DPS, but at the start I busted out 45. At the middle of the fight I hit 100. At the end of the fight I hit 20. They don't use the common sense to what happened during the fight. Those kind of raiders, they don't understand the raid. They just know the strat, they just know the boss, and at the end they look at the DPS. Yeah, you suck because you're doing this. Do you know the mechanics? Because the mechanics changes and alters the way you do DPS. That'll be a whole different thing about raiding, because I'm a raider. You can't tell it to some of the guilds that I'm in, because a lot of the guilds are like, they judge me based on the way I type on the Facebook group. And guess what? I suck. Because of the way I type. That's a whole different thing. Drama is a whole different episode, and I'll probably cover that down because it's a thing that happens in guilds. But by going to this guild chat, though, what it is, every Monday I'm going to produce an upload so you guys can watch it, be entertained. I hope it entertains you. Leave a comment if it's not. If you got any ideas, just type away, because remember, the show is about what you guys are talking about, and if it's a good topic, I like to talk about it. We can bring it up and give you my thoughts and my opinions about it. Leave questions. I'll answer the questions. That's one thing I want to do is, someone leaves a question in the comments below, I want to talk about that particular question. If someone asks and I answer it, have like a question and answer segment at the end of the video. One thing I like about pwncast is that they have at the end, what was your week in WoW? I love that. And you know what? I want to do the same thing for you guys. Before I do that, I want to make sure I got everything covered. So look for more how-to videos on how to do things, not just strictly how to play a Death Knight. But I play all other classes. The only class I have a difficult time with is a Rogue. You can give me Icy Veins all you want. At the end of the day, I have a difficult time playing a Rogue. Sorry, those websites don't work. That's why we go to YouTube to learn how to play our class. Where's our rotation? Came to my Frost DK, they have Icy Veins, Noxic and all that, and I went to those places, did not work. Mr. Robot, I lost 20k DPS, and my one guild told me to go to Mr. Robot. I'm like, you're telling me to go from 100k DPS to 70k DPS because Mr. Robot will make me do that. That's why I made that video, because why go to a website that will make me drop my DPS? I want to up it. That common sense is... So I want to do a whole bunch of different videos. That's why I have a Hunter video on how to kill Razor Gore in BWL. Because a lot of people are having a hard time soloing that particular raid. And I want to... And I did a video on using my Hunter on how to solo that. So I know how to play a Hunter, Druid, Shamans. I can't think of other classes at the moment. So I got that going. I'm going to do how-tos on those particular things. What else am I going to do on the channel that I want to do differently? Well, the guild chat's going to be like coffee talk, which in my case is water talk because I don't drink coffee. I do drink Gatorade. Alcohol and coffee, soda, pop, or whatever you want to call it, Coke. I don't touch that stuff. It's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. Y'all will disagree because you love it. I understand. You'll link some medical stuff in the comments below. I won't click on those. I won't read those. I will keep scrolling because I don't care. I drink water, deal with it. That's the new line that I say now is deal with it. Move along. It may be good for someone else, but it's not good for me. I won't drink alcohol. I don't care. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that crazy crap. Anyone who does, I hope you get busted, and I don't feel sorry for you. That's one thing I don't want to do on this channel is talk about outside of gaming. That's related to politics and religion and all that. I don't want to... Now, some people may ask me, who would I vote for? I'll tell you who I vote for. Whatever this index finger is going to push, that's my candidate of choice. You might say, well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Deal with it. Welcome to America. I have the right to vote, and I can choose whatever candidate that I choose to vote for. I don't care about... Let me say this. I went to BlizzCon 2014. At that time, there was a female that was in a hospital that wanted to die because she was slowly losing her brain. She was going to be brain dead. She was going to be a vegetable for the rest of her life. And she didn't want to do that. So she didn't want to be a vegetable for the rest of her life. So she was going to basically commit suicide due to medical reasons. And a lot of people were up in storm about the whole thing. Religions and all that. It is what it is. Went to BlizzCon, and the roommate at the hotel at the Hilton wanted my advice about it. I'm sitting there going, I don't care. Why does it matter how I feel about it? It is what it is. I don't care. I'm at BlizzCon. I'm here to talk about Blizzard Entertainment. I'm not here to talk about politics. So she wanted to know. I didn't answer the question. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. People are going to agree and disagree. I don't have an opinion about it. She gave her opinion. I don't know what her darn opinion was because I totally completely ignored it because I'm not here to talk about politics. So that's one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to talk about the officers that shot someone, why they shot someone, or why this person shot the officer, or why we at war or not at war, why this person is talking about politics, why the Oscars are what they are. I don't care. Go to those channels, have your discussion, not here. What I'm going to do is if I see those particular things being brought up that's not gaming related, I'll probably end up removing that particular comment because if it derails the topic, if it takes away from the subject, it's about gaming, I'm not going to allow it to stand. So you, the voice, the community, the viewer, when you leave a comment, you don't have to worry about it because I will monitor it because no one ever leaves a comment. So that's easy to do. Oh, like one guy on my the gnome run for the thing in October told me it was terrible content. Click X remove. It derailed the whole thing. If you don't like it, hit dislike. Likes and dislikes do not motivate me at all. Subscribers, I thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I love that. But that does not motivate me to make content. What makes me make content is the views. So if you come to my channel and you watch the video that I'm making, I can see on the side about the views because the counter will go up or the counter will stay. That'll let me know that someone's watching the video. That means I'm making another one. Of course, the first one don't count because that's me watching it. But the second one, or the second view and up, yes. If I get 2 views, got it. If I get more than that, definitely got to bring more of this. So if you guys like these, let me know. Give me some direction. I'm still trying to figure out what I can put behind here. I don't have any posters. I'm not a poster collector. So I might use my monitors to put some gameplay on that I recorded to have it on auto repeat so it can give something that's really cool. But remember, this particular window is going to be shrunk because I'm going to have overlays, the bottom ticker, because no podcasts have these. They have overlays, but they don't have it like it's a news type thing because they're covering it. Why would you type something out like a bottom ticker when it's already there? I mean, when you're already talking about it, so why would you have it down there? I won't, because after I'm done recording here, something could come up tomorrow. Someone can post something really cool. I can describe about it here. Here's the title of the subject if you want to go to the forums and take a look for it. If I bring it up in there. It is what it is. And have the events down below from the calendar in the game of World of Warcraft. The events are going down there. If there's some guilds that's doing a major epic event, I'll have it at the bottom ticker. So you might want to know what's going on. Moonguard has more than what's happening at Goldshire. I want to see this. Well, once I find out that there's an event going on, I can put it down on the link down below, or link. I'll have a link down below, I think. I'll have the description, and it'll be a bottom ticker. My brain, like I said, it's going on shutdown at the moment. Usually I log into World of Warcraft so I can get it revived back up. So this is the first episode. I'll probably come up with better topics as we move along. I want to. So be engaging, people, and I will continue with the stuff, and I'll think of things to talk about during the week, because I always search the internet and I come up with some cool things that's being brought up, and someone in guild will always say something, and it's I want to talk about that. Or I see it trending on my Twitter or my Facebook from one of the gaming groups that I'm in, Blizz Nerds, Blizz Stuff, the con groups, the Battle to BlizzCon, guilds that I'm in with their Facebook groups. Someone brings up a good topic, I think that'd be good to talk about. Or something happens that I want to be a part of and I can't, and I see someone else that just joined the guild and the guild is helping them but they're not helping me. That would be a good topic, you know, related it back to Cataclysm and what I experienced, and because I had those same feelings, but I'm more of a direction that's differently this time around than I was back in Cata. I call that the Cata times, the dark side of Cata. And I experienced the dark side of the Cata. The very reason I'm still playing World of Warcraft is beyond me, because that caused me to actually quit, and it did. And I came back after 3 months. And that's where Bodconian's Insanity came into play. There will be how to do these raids. That's one thing. Some people are actually having a hard time soloing some of the Cataclysm raids, and they're level 100. They're mythic Hellfire gear, but they're having trouble with some of the mechanics, because you can't just run in, kill, 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 run out. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you need to do certain things. If you don't kill Rageface against Shanix first, you could be on level 720, stunned. You're going down. See ya. 25-man heroic. Yeah, you need to have a good item level to go in there. You can't just go in at a boosted level 100 at item level 640 and think you can do 25-man heroic Fire Lance against Rageface. He will Rageface stun lock you. You're dead. Game over. You can clear the trash at 25-man heroic, but you're retired. Another one too is you could be item level 700, 25-man heroic, major domal, or actually 10-man normal. I've seen this happen at item level 700. I did it with my Horror Tune. I run in there and I was stunned by major domal. When those cats jump on you, you're stunned, and it's infinite. You have like these 3 cats that jump on you. This one will stun you for 9 seconds. This one will stun you when you have 1 second left to go. Boom, you're stunned. You're back at 9. Boom, you're down to 1. This other cat stuns you. You're back to 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Dead. Item level 700. If you don't do certain things, Horde Tunes have it more difficult to do Fire Lance than humans. So I want to do a how-to raid, and I want to do all races. So I can't wait to do that, where I could bring them in and show you how to solo it as a troll, as an orc, as a goblin, because my gnome DK got destroyed in Firelands with Rage Face because I can't break it. Once that stun's on you, it was game over at item level 650. And I was doing a test with a whole bunch of different classes. At item level 650, I run into Firelands 10-man normal, and I could not believe the stun. And after a while, if you learn how to burst it down fast enough, you're fine. But 25-man heroic at item level 650, outside of a human, you have to do some great major torrential AoE burst in order to break the stun or to prevent it from happening. In warlocks, mages, and hunters, you got your pets. You bring the traps now. You have mechanics you have to deal with, and like it or not, I level 700. My hunter, she's not going in there one-shotting rage. Dead. Dead. No, there's mechanics I have to deal with. If I don't have a pet on my hunter, I'm getting stunned. It is what it is. I don't know why. If I have my pet out, it prevents the stun. Think about it. I just have to dodge the traps on the ground. And that's how your DPS can actually start to go down, is movement. Well, hunters can fire and move at the same time. Yes, they can. But you're moving differently with your hands on your keyboard, and you have to do things differently. I'll show you how I do my keybinds, because when since I got a wireless, like with my right hand, I use my mouse. But on the keyboards, you see these arrow keys? I got those keybind to move left, to move right, forward, and back. The strafe, or the turn your character this, I got rid of that keybind. I go strafe left and right. And I don't use the letter keys to do that. My left hand is numbers 1 through 0, or the F keys. And my right hand, I use the numbers and the arrows to move, and the numbers to attack. The back pedal I use in PvP to get people pissed off, because I'm backpedaling. People hate that. So as a DK, I'm setting you up to separate you from your healers. Boy, you players fall for that every damn time I go backwards. You come after me. I get a kick out of it, because now you're out of range from your healer. Dink! Good night. Oh, I love it. It's so damn funny. It's hilarious. And then when there's another DK, I know he's going to death grip me. So I put on my Remorseless Winter, and sure enough, he death grips me. I stunned him. He breaks it. Oh, you broke it. You broke the CC. Okay, fine. Asphyxiate. Cool thing is, I use Hulling Blast and Outbreak and Plague Strike. Bam! I just dotted you up, buddy. Good night. Then Obliterate starts to flash. I don't use it just yet. I use my Death Strike and Conversion, because I use my Frost Strike to keep my runes going up, because Obliterate will drop my my runes. And my Conversion does instant heal, and when I see the damage I'm doing as he's starting to drop, then I hit Obliterate. It's like a Chaos Spoke. Go from here to right there really quick. A little bit of a tip for you guys. Go to the training dummies. I think it's Rune Strike or Obliterate that actually drops your runes. You get a whole big bar of blue, use one of the two, and it drops. So one of them will flash. Don't hit it yet. Use some other abilities. Hit some Plague Strike, hit some Death Strike, Soul Reaper. Throw that out there, because that adds another dot on the other person. Wait for the timing on the flashing. Just wait. What I do more damage if I hit my AMS, which is my anti-magic shield. I pop that, then I hit the flash. Wow. Talk about damage going from here to here with one shot. See ya. Necrotic Plague is a talent point that I use to go with those particular rotations. And there's a glyph that I have to log in. If you guys want to know about that, I'll tell you in the next episode. So just leave a comment below for you people who want to play a Frost Death Knight. You want to go a little bit beyond basic. I use Death Strike in the #1 spot because that gives me some healing. Because Death Strike gives you some healing coming back. Stack Mastery. You're going to up your DPS, Stack Mastery. Just do it. Just trust me on the DPS that I'm doing. Oh my god, I didn't stack Mastery at the beginning of Warlords of Draenor. And going all the way up, I'm finally in Hellfire. I'm talking LFR here, because that's the only way I can raid. Guilds don't want me to raid with them anymore. So I'm in Hellfire. At first, I was doing top 10 DPS. And now I'm hitting the top 5. When I started stacking Mastery, I'm like, wow, jeez. The DPS is going up. And I don't use the abilities just because they flash. If you do, your DPS is going to go up. I like to save it at the time I need to use it the most. I normally save the flash for the ads. When I know there's ads that's coming up, I'm going to use it on them. I'm not going to use it on the boss. I'm going to use it on them because I got to kill the ads really quick. And then when I'm done with the ads, it's going to flash again. I'll hit it with the boss. And I don't hit it again during the fight with the boss. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Depending on if my anti-magic shield is up. Once my AMS is up, then I'll hit it with the flash. But every Monday, Guild Chat will be up. I don't know how to do a live podcast yet. I'm hearing podcasters talk about it, so I don't know how to go about doing that. I like to find out how, because I can record the video and do it live at the same time, so you can see the video of what I sound like or whatever, what I look like, if you just happen to come to the channel. So I'm going to figure that part out, and then later on stream, do a live showing of pwncast Guild Chat, but that'll be down the road. So that's all I can think of. That's what, in a nutshell, that's what this is. So, to end the show, what was my week in WoW? Pwncast, they get the credit for it. I love when they do that. It's one of the highlights of the show. My week in WoW was the normal garrison hop. I'm on so many characters. I got tons of level 90s. I'm in a whole bunch of different guilds to make me feel like I'm a part of a guild. I feel like I'm not, but regardless, you go in. That's why I'm in so many guilds. I'm on so many servers because I play alone. So I garrison hop. I do several pet battles. I don't turn in the quest. I do that on one tune that I'm going to level up. Right now it's my druid. So I turn in all my pet battle dailies on my druid to get him up there. I haven't gotten back on my Iron Man character. I did the Iron Man challenge several months ago and I died at level 12. And that was my stupid fault, actually. I went to an area, saw a rare Murloc in Westfall, and I was going to kill him. Well, a couple Murlocs just happened to spawn and attacked me, so that's how I ended up dead. I should have waited on it. I wanted to get that XP, because he was like a couple levels higher than me. You gain so much XP by killing a rare, it's not even funny. Like, I do a human, at the human starting area, there's a rare at the mine towards the back. You got these little goblin rogues that are walking around. Well, there's this rare, he's a level 4, and if you're level 1, you kill him, you ding like you're level 3 or you're level 4. In my case, since I wasn't wearing heirlooms, because I can't, that's against the rules, I was a level 3. If you got heirlooms on, you're level 4.5, close to level 5. And I took one of my characters, and all I did was just kill rares. And in 30 minutes, I was level 16 from level 1. I'm like, jeez. So, you can kill reds, the red level numbers. Oh, I do that now. When I'm leveling up my toon and I'm speed leveling, I'm like, okay, I'm level 15. I'm going to go into Duskwood and kill all the level 20 wolves I come across to get the flight paths. I'm level 20. by the time I get to the flight path. And then I'm going to run to Booty Bay. So I'll go to the flight paths. There's 3 before you get to Booty Bay. And you got these panthers that will attack you. They're like level 25, level 26, 28, 29. Dean, by the time I'm at the Sunder water, I'm already level 31. Yeah, level 31. Because I'm running on the path and I'm aggroing everything. Dink, 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 dink. Turn the quest, boom. By the time I get to Booty Bay, I'm level 31. Too easy. So, but I'm determined. My week in WoW basically was just doing the garrison grind, take my alts, send all the gold to my main tune. Warlords have been so easy making gold. It's not even funny. I'm at 600,000 gold now on my main tune. So, and also on my main tune, there's one pet battle trainer that I go to that's in Shadowmoon Valley. So I fly over there, and any pets that I have at level 20, I get them to level 24. And when there's the pet battle week event that goes on, I take my level 1s all the way up to close to level 20 that I can. If they're level 18, I won't level them anymore, because I'll do that during when the pet battle thing is over, so I can get pets up there really quick. 2 battles, they're like level 20 from level 1. So that's really cool during that particular week. Other than that, I didn't do anything. I got finally exalted with the Earthen Ring, so I got all my Cataclysm reputations to exalted now. That was really cool. Well, to me it was cool. Going through my entire head, I'm actually digging my Warlock that I boosted back to level 90, who's now level 100, and she's Destro. I love Destro. I tried Affliction, didn't like it. I leveled as Affliction. It was terrible. And then I went to Demonology. I went Demonology from level 40 to 60. Affliction, I went all the way to level 40. I was like, okay, enough. And when I went to max level, or when I boosted it at 60, I went Destro. And never looked back. Other than that, that was my week in WoW. So just, if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, share the video to other people if it's good. I hope it's good. I hope I entertain you for this however long length of time it is. I'm not going to time myself on it. I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to talk to you guys. If I ramble, I ramble. This is how I am in real life when I talk about World of Warcraft and the gaming. I keep the topic in my mind, what the topic is, what it is, and that's what's these episodes going to be like. That was the main topic. Other than that, I guess I'll end it with this. Peace.